everyone. Christine Lozano here. Thank you for joining us on Why with Christine. Before we start, I want to give a shameless plug on my viperroomphotos.com website. viperroomphotos.com. You see it right down here. Go ahead and click on that. I have a book for sale and also individual prints if you're so inclined. This is the Viper Room during the heyday in the 90s, 1995 to 2004. Rare, never before seen photos when I was the in-house photographer for the Viper Room when Sunset Boulevard was the place to be. All right, thank you. Enjoy the show.
We're about to record a great podcast episode that it's called. How is it called?
Why with Christine?
Why with Christine? And me and Federico Alotto, Federico Alotto are gonna rock it with Christine.
After 6 hours dry in the desert.
After 6 hours in the desert.
Hey, I just got out of a 2-hour table read. What does it say in your cup? Did they get your name right this time?
Fede?
No,
Yeah.
the cup, the coffee, the...
Oh.
No. Federico had a great idea to make it here in the hotel.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you drank so much and then you pee and shit at the same time,
No.
what comes out is what this is drinking. And you have to put this part in the podcast, please.
Oh, Jesus. Well, hello, guys.
As Italians, it's not possible to drink that shit.
I'm not Italian anymore. Now I live in Austin, Texas.
That's why you have to drink that piss.
Did you hear my accent? I'm trying to do my best accent.
You sound just like Christine.
All right. Let's start this shit.
Hey. My accent has not come back, y'all. No, it hasn't. But my part of Texas is different than his part. I'm like in real Texas. He's in sort of bougie,
fancy. Yeah.
I'm in the Wild West over here. So
yeah, Austin is a blueberry in a bucket of. Yes.
You're not gonna get a lot of fans over here. Have you been to El Paso?
No, I'm good.
You know what?
Thank you.
I want to go there.
Uh-huh.
I want to see the real Texan. Not like,
Just drive 1 hour from Austin and you go.
Central Texas is different than West Texas. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
And we're a border town, so you've seen Sicario, right? Come on.
Exactly. Right here. It's not just 1 hour from Austin.
No, it's 8 hours.
We're 8 hours. Yeah, that shows you how big Texas is, because
it's like we are in Torino and she's in
Sicily.
No, in Bari. Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what you just said, but okay.
Don't worry.
Well, so all right, well, let's start. Man, I'm not fueled up enough for you guys. The Italians, Federico and Andrea.
Yeah.
We are. I was angry at them for a minute, but now who can stay angry at these two? Look at these. Look at those faces.
Ciao tutti.
Hello. Look at what happened to the hair? No more hair?
No, I'm starting to getting gray hair and white hair all around.
So is George Clooney, but
Yeah,
but it doesn't, make a good.
He's about to shoot a movie, and he's the main character. The main character is a dick. He's a cock. That's why.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
And I'm gonna puke white.
So stupid. Oh my God. Okay.
You said we could do that. It's gonna increase the share of your audience so well.
Do you need some audio wave of the beep 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 beep? So I have a couple of samples that I can send you.
And they're they're sharing a hotel room together. One bed. Oh,
no, it's two bedroom. Look at this.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But we have a fantastic TV. Oh yeah. Look, this is Wyoming, guys. Look at this.
Look at that spacious land.
This is the town.
Look at all the trucks.
Oh, Andrea, there's the police. They're coming for you, probably.
Fuck, because I gave them the real name in this hotel.
Okay.
God.
That's so much.
All right. Well,
Okay, let's try.
so this is gonna be insane. All right.
That'll be tough.
We start.
Christine Lozano, our beautiful host tonight. Look at her, a
We,
wonderful actress, great
Sta
director,
zitto un attimo, falla
an excellent
parlare.
writer.
we start we start with this. I always want to know how I know you guys. So that's I usually start with that, and I think that would be with Andrea. Yes,
It's gonna-
how do you know me? How do you know me? What?
How do you know you? Well, I met you. We met each other at the Meisner Center,
Oh shit,
run
that's
by
right.
Ranjiv in Los Angeles, and it's the school about the Meisner Center. It's the proper
We did
Meisner.
the intensive workshop, right?
Did the
The
intensive course, yes, with Ranjiv, a great,
Mhm.
great, great person and teacher. And we met each other and we were rocking together, making a lot of scenes, making a lot of great exercises, Meisner exercise. Who the fuck is interrupting me?
Your drugs should come.
No, it's not the police. So we were there and we were studying this method and we were knowing each other.
Mhm.
And it was great because Christine is a very good actress. She goes straight to the point. She's not bullshitting around.
Well, I don't
She's
have to
really
act
like
for that.
exactly. I mean,
That's real.
it was so real. Even when, especially when she, what the fuck do you want? Why is he touching me?
Uh-oh. Watch your head, Federico. It's not that kind of podcast.
Minchia, che what a fucking madness this episode is gonna be. Christine, I'm sorry. I hope you're gonna get
Oh
some.
my god.
So even when like we were doing the scene and Christine like when I was doing something wrong, Christine was like with an axe, like
Oh, stop.
like
Stop. We didn't have any scenes
that,
together.
that
Be
way.
quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't have
But it
any
was
scenes with you. And then I met I didn't have any scenes with you. Did I?
yeah, of
Oh,
course.
I don't remember. Okay.
I don't remember the scene. Definitely some exercises.
Oh, actually, probably yeah. And then I met this redhead fellow. You can't tell his hair is red, but this redhead fellow over here. Through
Yeah.
You
you.
really want to know when and how?
I don't remember.
I do remember.
Oh, I
It
don't.
was her birthday. We were back in the States. We were back in Los Angeles. And I said, come on, guys. You, Giovanni.
No, I met her before.
He did because we
I
went to
met
Taco
you.
Bell.
I remember.
Vero, 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 vero.
I remember also like a pool party.
At your place. At your place.
No,
No,
at
okay, our place. We were in a studio room.
the
on the top of
Argentinian guy
It was an
plays.
Argentinian guy, a clown. It was a clown.
No, it was
It
not a
was
clown.
it was a fucking clown.
What are you saying?
He said, "My job is I am a clown."
This was fucking with you.
Or maybe circus.
He was
I connect circus like clown for me. Fucking circus like
Okay.
clown. No.
No,
Anyway, I
think
do remember the pool
the
party.
real
Yes.
time,
Yeah.
the real time you met Federico, because maybe you met him, at Taco Bell when he was waiting for me because we had just one car,
Yeah.
or at this pool party with the Argentina guy. What was
Because
his
while
name?
you are fucking around
Great
with
guy.
her and doing your stuff in the classroom, I was writing the screenplay. That's
Yes.
why I was working.
That's why I brought you there. And the second time we were there, we were with Mauro and Giovannino, and it was your birthday party, and we came to your house celebrating you. Do you remember? And we arrived at your place so fucked up, already like a little bit smoked, and
Cigarettes.
some cigarettes, of course.
Of course, yeah. Funny
Of course.
cigarettes.
And then we kept drinking there.
Menthol cigarettes.
and that's where we probably met each other. I mean, you guys met for the first time,
Yeah.
and from that moment on we stayed together.
It's been love ever since, right?
Exactly.
Me and the two boys. Okay.
What is your thought about it? How do you remember
No,
us?
I remember. I just remember Federico being saucy as he always was and smart ass in Taco Bell. Yeah. Taco Bell. Yeah, because
We
that
were
was
so
across.
broke.
That was across the
I mean, now
street.
we are rich, but
Yes,
Yeah.
you would. I think you guys love Taco Bell, but anyway, that was then. This is now. You guys have better taste, right?
Well, the first
Wait.
time we went there in the States, sorry if I interrupt you, this is a good story. We met this producer, and this producer said, okay, let's go and eat with us. Okay. And we were like, okay, let's go and eat. Consider that we were there, we were like counting our dollars, for the rent, for the gas, for the food.
so we
And
got like a budget, a small
with like
budget.
a
Like
small budget
we can't spend more than $10 per lunch, 15 per dinner. Da, 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 da.
like that. And there was this producer, Monica, she was called, and she said, "Okay, I know a good place to eat." I would say, "Okay, let's go." You know where we went?
Oh, Taco Bell.
No,
Nobu, Malibu. We
Oh
spent
yeah.
$500 there
$500.
for not eating nothing because there are huge plates with nothing in it. $500, and then we
And
were,
we offer lunch to her,
of course,
of course. It was basically our monthly budget. We eat. Oh,
from that moment on, $2, one each. Taco Bell.
10 years ago.
Uh, Nobu,
11.
it's good, but it's overrated. Yeah, yeah. There's so much better sushi places. Trust me, in
I
California,
agree.
in LA. Anyway, so the next question is trying to get to these is I'm interested to know
Mm.
for both of you. Hopefully, it's different answers. But what was the first movie you saw in the theater, and does it still hold up? Even if it's Italian. I mean, like what's or we can say your first American film, but what was the first movie you saw in the theater?
I have it. You go. I go.
No, go.
I have actually the first ever movie I saw at the theater was Jurassic Park.
Me too.
Minchia.
I bet.
Really?
And
Yeah.
the very first one was a cartoon with the dinosaurs searching for the Lost Valley. Come si chiama? La
Um,
Valley Incantata.
yeah, I don't know in English.
Dino.
Well, Steven Spielberg cartoon. It was not live action. It was cartoon with the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it wasn't the movie Jurassic Park.
No, wait. The very first was a cartoon. It was about this dinosaurs cartoon.
My
Okay.
very first was Jurassic Park.
And then my second very live action movie was Jurassic Park. And I remember I was so turned up about that movie. It was great. I was the first time I ever saw something like that.
Mhm.
The only thing that my father was saying, and the director is Steven Spielberg, and I couldn't figure out what was a director. So I just imagined that the director was the old actor, the old guy that was holding the island. So for me,
Richard
that was the
Attenborough.
director, because I couldn't figure it out.
Mhm.
But it was a great experience. I mean, Jurassic Park.
And my second movie was Schindler List.
Madonna
Wow.
mia.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
How old were you? Like 10?
I was at elementary school. Probably 8, 9. I can't
8?
think.
Watching
I don't know. I
Schindler's
can't-
List? Wow.
Yeah, they brought us with the school, with the classroom to
Oh,
watch it.
okay. Have you seen Jurassic Park recently? Do you think it still holds up? I haven't seen it in
Yeah.
a long time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I got to see it. I haven't seen the new one or the last one, and then they're coming
Yeah.
out with another one in July,
Yeah,
right?
no. Now they're turning everything into a franchise.
Yeah.
I heard like a very good director saying, these fucking franchises. I mean, now everything is a franchise. Once, a franchise would be McDonald's, would be something you would avoid, because it's shitty, because it's cheap and shitty. And now they're turning everything, the movies, into a fucking franchise. Fuck that. I'm done.
Well, no,
Yes,
I mean
honestly,
this is
honestly,
good.
they're like,
This will go segue into the next question. But so you guys make films. You made films in America, yes,
yes.
and you made films in Italy, right? So the next question, it's a long question, but being in both areas, I want to know like what are the cultural attitudes that differ towards cinema in Italy and America? How does it differ? The attitudes.
Well, The very first difference is that American is making movies to make dollars, basically. So it's more commercial, it's more money oriented, it's more marketing oriented, which is good and bad at the same time. Italian and European ones are more, let's say, it's not that money oriented. Like the final result, they doesn't need to bring people to the theater, so it's more experimental. It's more
Art.
artistic, cultural.
Italian? What?
Aspetta, wait. So this is the premesse, come si dice? This is the starting point, okay? So apparently, you would say that American ones are more like a spot TV, like commercial, like they're shiny, but they just want to make money, so they're not that artistic. And the European one are more cultural and artistic. Also because they are founded by governments, so public money. So basically, you have a lot of freedom to do a lot of things, and you don't have to give money in the return. But my personal experience is that it's not true. I mean, when you are a good film director, you have a good script, a good cast and crew, you can make a good movie with or without the money, and it's both appealing into the market at the same time. And some other times you have a lot of money, but you have a shitty director, shitty idea, shitty whatever, and it just sucks, whether it's made in America or in Europe. But and I would say that I would prefer the American way because it gives you some rules, like the formula script, or the fact that you are thinking about doing something for an audience and not just for yourself to masturbate on your own while you're watching your own creation. And I think it's better in a sense. I mean, I'm more close to that movie making process.
Federico, what do you think? I mean,
So,
especially because you've lived here for how many years have you been in America?
4 years. Now it's been 4 years.
That's it? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it's been longer. Seems
No, no.
longer.
Officially, I moved 4 years ago.
I'm
So,
officially
Officially with my dogs and the family and everything.
but so,
Unofficially, it's
but you're
been
in it. But you're in it now, and but I mean, do you see it different? Do you agree with Andrea, or do you see it? I
so.
mean, American film being more commercial, or what?
I think we lost our in Italy. We lost everything.
we
So
lost a lot of things.
yeah, I can't find a good film that entertain me. It make me dream. It that I really like and enjoy. It's been probably, I don't know. I can't remember. Probably the last one was Life is Beautiful, Benigni.
Mm-hmm.
Perfetti sconosciuti anche.
Man, no. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's a comedy. I mean,
Well, Dogman.
yeah, Dogman. Yeah, right, Dogman. But you see, it's like one. I can count these films
On
Yeah.
one hand,
in
yes.
one hand. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we really lost that. Um, and I think that the cause is one is the economic system that we have, that it doesn't work, and it's like a barrel, and we have just shit, and just like this of honey, okay, on the bottom of this barrel. And so everybody's trying to navigate in the shit to
Right.
get the honey. That's the movie system in Italy, okay, the cinema system in
It's a
Italy.
great analogy, Federico. I like
Yeah.
that.
So the problem is that there's not enough money, or it's not enough money. They don't want to give this kind of money to new directors, new screenwriters,
New
new
production
actors, new
houses.
production companies. Okay, and because I mean, everything is based on public funds, and it's not a real market. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Now we were listening a podcast today. One of the hot news that you can probably find, I don't know, probably not in English, but in Italian there are a lot of news about it, is that in the last 5 years, more than 1,000 films were financed by the public government, and 90% of this film, they had a box office of $500, $1,000 box office. Why?
Wow.
Just to have the money for the government and make this movie. Okay, so it's not for a real investment, like, I put money in a movie and I want the recoupment and I want make
Plus.
profit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the main problem. So we have a couple of blockbuster in Italy. For us, blockbuster is 8 million, 10 million. Okay,
Oh wow.
even 12 million. Okay, 12 million. That's our blockbuster in Italy. But if you look at the box office, the revenue are maybe 5 million, 6 million. So are in loss. How this system can be still there? Because of the public fund. Okay, and how can you access this public fund? Just if you know people, if you are part of this kind of lobby. That's why it doesn't work. The system, the movie system, it doesn't work in Italy.
Yeah,
Mm.
and you touched a very interesting point, and let me add something on it. These public funds are given to the same people
People.
over and over again. So even if it's a good thing to support a movie with public fund, maybe 30, 40%, okay, because you help these guys making movies. The thing is that they're giving this money over and over again at the same companies, at the
That's
same
another point.
people.
Same actors,
And
same directors, same companies, or same companies that they maybe hire a first-time director, because first-time director you have more money from the government, and the first-time director maybe it's the cousin, maybe it's the friend, maybe
Yeah.
it's someone that leaked the ass of the producer for 5 years. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's the point.
that's the point, yeah.
And so that's why I definitely prefer, as per today, uh, more the US. Also because, of course, I mean, we can compare the two systems, but the US, there are some distribution companies like A24 that are making outstanding movie now. Okay, so and there are even low budget. We're talking about Garland, of course, but there are a lot of low budget movie distributed by A24 that have a script that is really solid, acting is solid, directing, everything like that. And it's
Yeah.
something that we can
Well.
probably do also in Italy with our European sensibility,
Culture,
in culture,
style.
style, but we can't do it. Okay, and that's why a lot of people that may be moving out from Italy, maybe in France, North Europe, or US.
Yeah, A24 is good. I mean, what they like Ari Aster is Eddington is that the is coming out. He does a lot of stuff for A24. But one of the things though, because I listened to this great podcast called The Angler, and it's kind of a shit house in LA right now, just for studios, so to speak. But they're saying, okay, well now because of the strikes, the fires, everything. But now they're talking about people. Netflix is cutting back, and a lot of people are cutting back. But they're like, but now they're starting to give first look deals. And to both of your guys' point, they're giving first look deals, but it's to Ryan Reynolds, it's to The Rock, it's to people that you're not taking a chance. It's like having the same IP over and over again.
Mhm.
Another Marvel, another Jurassic. So because they're saying, well, studios are very cautious in how they're going to spend their money now and everything, but it's not really being courageous because Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, I mean, you're gonna get the same shit, but just different title. You
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
so they're tiptoeing around it. They're afraid to try new filmmakers and everything like that. I don't know if you guys have a goal or anything to do a studio film, but for me, no, because I think you can do something that you want to do rather than have notes and all this stuff, or have they're like, well, we don't want to take a chance on you because we don't know you, we don't know this IP, so we're just going to stick with our Ryan Reynolds and our, and stuff like
franchise.
that, our franchises and stuff. So I mean, the independent filmmaking, because you guys have a lot of festivals in Italy. Independent filmmaking is, do you know a lot of people making their own films, doing their own thing without public funds?
Well, we as a drama, we are the one of the only production companies that makes his own movies
Okay.
and go to festivals and go and do it like repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's 10 years that we're doing it. There are other production companies or independent guys that do a movie, but maybe they do it like once in a while. We try to do it in a continuous way. And we have a lot of festivals, and the festival gives you a lot of boost to connecting people, to
Mm-hmm.
find new investors, and also to have your movies shown seen. You got eyeballs, because the problem with the independent creation is not how to make a movie or making a movie, because with the digital world and all the facilities that you can have to make a movie, you can make a movie. Maybe it's gonna take like 5 years, but you are going to make your movie, okay, in
Mm-hmm.
your own way, in the best way you could, under your circumstances, whatever. But the real problem is to be seen and to recoup that money. That's the real
Mm-hmm.
challenge. So what we're trying to do is to create some output deals with the distribution companies, so that we know that we're gonna get like 15,000, 20,000, $30,000 when we deliver the movie. In that way, we know already what is going to be like in advance, and then we can count on the to recoup the others. But of course, we have some numbers at least, okay, a starting point. And also having a distribution deal gives you the possibility to be seen and to have a distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Because another important theme is, since there are a lot of independent movies, it's going to be very hard to find the right distribution, the right person to to put your movie out in the world. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then the majority of them turns out on YouTube, basically, because they don't find a proper distribution or a proper way to exploit the movie. So it's true that you have a lot of freedom and a lot of possibilities nowadays to make a movie, but the next step is to distribute the movie.
I but
Like for
yeah.
example, Sean Baker, he made this Anora, incredible movie. It cost, if I remember right, 6 millions.
Mm-hmm.
They spent like, I don't know how many millions on distribution, and just 18 millions just for the Oscar campaign.
Yeah. No, well, the Oscar campaigns is a whole different thing. Yeah, you have to have money set aside even for that. Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I mean, if this guy weren't spending 18 millions on an Aura's Oscar campaign,
Yeah, no one was seeing
maybe,
it.
exactly, maybe we wouldn't know. Honora came in Italy before, and it was mm, not that good. And then they made another release after the Oscars, and they made good money.
Yeah.
So it's a marketing correlated thing, because also Sean Baker, that is independent, has a huge boost. Otherwise, no one would have seen it, or few
True.
people would have seen
Yeah.
it.
And some even argue, do you really call him an independent filmmaker anymore? I mean, yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Honora. I preferred Tangerine. I prefer, other.
Tangerine, or the one with William Dafoe. What was it called? The one William Dafoe.
Oh, the Florida
Yeah,
part. Yeah,
Florida
yeah, yeah,
Project.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I mean, Honora is. It was just a little just soft porn movie.
I was on the Brutalist team.
Were you? I three
But just
hours. 3 hours.
That's
Come
that's
on
because I
now.
respect the director.
Yeah.
He
Well,
didn't
yeah.
want any money. He put his own money on it. He made his fucking movie, and he haven't made one single dollar. Even if this
I
movie
know.
made a lot of
Yeah.
money and was an Oscar candidate movie, he didn't make any single dollar. And
Yeah.
now he's struggling to pay his rent.
Yeah,
Can you
I
imagine? This
know.
is the fucked up situation we are living right now in the movie
Yeah,
industry. And
yeah.
and I mean, just for that, I just you have all my respect.
Hmm. Hmm. If we're talking about doing, the Italian way or remakes and stuff like that, or you do films your way, if for some reason, okay, to say someone just said, "Hey, we're going to give you some money. I want you to do a remake of Back to the Future." What would you? I know. I wanted to ask you guys this question because
They have to
you
pay me really well for
Exactly,
that.
exactly.
you have to what?
They have to pay me really well
Well, we're gonna pay you very well, Federico. Okay.
because it
Well,
means that it will be my last movie that I can just throw my all of career in the fucking garbage, because the shit storm, it will be like a tornado, a hurricane storm, not a shit storm. Okay, but okay,
just
okay.
humor me, Federico. All right.
I pay you $50 million so you can retire and go to a island in Greece for the rest of your life.
That's
And
where
you
you're
think
gonna
about
you're gonna
having
remake it
maybe
in
open a
Greece.
pizzeria. And
Make more money than
okay,
the movie.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, same reason. I mean, of course, if you really have to do it because they pay you well, because of
Hey,
whatever
they're
reason,
doing remakes of all kinds of shit right now. You're getting remakes of everything.
I
So
I think the thing would be to try to have the power to do it in a new way to maintain the soul of the original one, but going into another direction.
me no.
Well, you just do shit.
No, exactly the opposite. What I
Ah,
would
you just
do, I would do like they did for Psycho. That they remade Psycho.
mhm.
They reshoot Psycho. I think was I can't remember it was
Was that
uh,
Christian Bale? Who was in the remake of Psycho?
no, no,
No.
no, not American Psycho. Psycho,
Oh.
Hitchcock Psycho. Was a famous director. Let me check really quick.
that's the coffee
Do
drink.
do do. Yeah.
That's the coffee
See,
drink.
I want to make a light question so Federico can be like get out of
It
his
was
head.
98, and he was
I don't even know that.
well, Vince
Vince
Vaughn.
Vaughn, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Who?
uh,
Vince Vaughn,
I never see that
Gus
name.
Van Sant.
Gus Van
Gus Van
Sant.
Sant. It was a pretty good remake. I watched it, and he literally took the movie and he just reshot the movie like Hitchcock.
Exactly like Hitchcock,
Yes,
the
and
same.
that's exactly
I'm
what I
gonna have
would
to. I'm
do
gonna have to
to
see
check
it
out the
now.
future.
Well, how can you
Wow.
do Back to the Future?
I would do the same thing with the best casting that I can.
Who are you gonna cast? Who's gonna be Michael J. Fox? Who are you gonna cast?
Um,
Timothée Chalamet.
no. So thinking about A
Oh,
list.
did you say Timothy Chalamet?
Yes, Timothée Chalamet. Timothée
So
Chalamet.
No.
A list,
Okay.
A list. We're talking about A list actors.
Yes. Go on. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Exactly.
not Steven Seagal or Jean Claude
yeah.
Van
The
Damme.
Rock. The Rock.
The
Yeah.
Rock.
The Rock as Michael J. Fox.
So probably it's
Back
not.
to my muscle. Back to the gym with The
Uh,
Rock.
Oh my
I
god.
think okay. I'm saying something terrible, but maybe the only one that could play, and it seems a little bit of Michael J. Fox when he was 20, 19, is Tom Holland.
Ma vaffanculo. Ma vaffanculo.
I don't say that he's the best actor, but I'm just thinking.
You want to shoot the same exact shit as the previous one and putting Tom Holland with compared to
Well,
Michael
if
J. Fox?
so,
Well,
what
who
I'm
are you?
saying,
I love Michael J.
I
Fox. He's
want.
so
Okay,
great.
okay, okay, okay.
Well, no.
But I want to listen your fucking actors.
I'm not gonna make the same fucking
Okay, okay, okay.
shit.
Let me finish.
I'm go-
Just shut the fuck up. Go into the restroom really quick. So
I already masturbated.
then for Dr. Brown, I would probably choose.
Hmm.
Mm, that's
William
tough.
Defoe. No.
No,
No.
no, it's
Nick
But
Nolte.
who should?
Nick Nolte, huh?
well, if it was a couple of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Bruce Dern.
See.
Yeah,
About
good.
15, 20 years ago.
It's the same kind of look.
I
Yeah.
would go.
Because he's a very good actor.
Look,
Yeah.
I would go to Broadway.
Bye.
I would go to
That's
Broadway.
the door.
I would go to
Bye.
Broadway and find
From Wyoming.
a lot
Walk.
of unknown
Ride a
actors
cow. Ride a fucking cow.
Oh
and
my
find unknown actors incredibly good. I would cast
Yes,
all the
of
unknown
course.
actors,
Okay,
and I
of
would do
course.
something.
We're just I asked.
Share, you have
No,
to talk.
now do your fucking
my
cast
God.
list with A-list actors. Come on.
Okay.
Okay,
but
Michael
first,
J. Fox is.
wait.
No, wait. Wait, nice. Wait. Para culo. Wait.
We don't know the Michael J. Fox
Just say a fucking
of
name.
2025. Okay, we need to cast it.
But why does
When
he
they
have
were
to be?
doing Back to the Future, they didn't say, "Oh, let's took James Dean," blah blah blah. No, they casted Michael J. Fox, and it was new and it was great.
Okay,
Fuck that. That's because Back to the Future is a great movie. Because they didn't took like some fucking famous bitches.
No, listen.
They took the right guys, the right actors for the role.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
We're playing, and we're playing. The game is A-list actor for Michael J. Fox and for Martin and for Dr.
Doc.
Brown.
For Doc.
A-list.
Okay.
That everybody know. I said Tom Holland and Bruce Dern. You say.
Let me think.
He doesn't have to be white.
I have it. The guy from Stranger Things.
Who?
There's a bunch of
There's
guys.
10 fucking guys.
The slim one.
The monster. The fucking.
The thin one.
The void. ¿Cómo se llama? The fucking monster.
Bravo, bro.
I don't know. I didn't watch Stranger Things.
The
So.
thin one.
No, the one who played Ghostbusters too.
Yeah, it's better than Tom Holland as actor.
Okay, you guys are gonna kill each other.
I would do a Nosferatu version. You saw the last Nosferatu?
Yeah.
You didn't?
I liked the cinematography of it. I wasn't crazy about the acting. I was not.
I agree.
Lily Rose.
I agree.
No.
Are you freeze?
So,
Christine.
but the cinematography was good.
Okay, but you're back.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I agree
you
about the acting. I agree about the acting, but I think that's the concept of Nosferatu, but in a modern way, in a new way. So I think that we do that with Back to the Future, and possibly with unknown good actors, because otherwise you're gonna try to do the same. It's gonna be as shit as my shit or Federico's shit after that coffin.
Okay. More importantly, I want to know the answer to this because
He didn't say Dr. Brown.
Bryan Cranston.
Oh,
He's always a good choice, Bryan Cranston. He's always a good choice.
That's not bad. Look, he's thinking. He kind of likes it.
It could.
So
no, okay.
we're gonna.
Bravo! Hey, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul back again in that.
Yeah, he's 45, 50 years old now. Aaron Paul.
That's your own.
All right, look, we're gonna go on. So apparently they say Italians, are the best lovers or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, that's what they're.
No, Christine.
No, what? Anyway, what is the sexiest film you've ever seen?
Fight Club.
Okay.
Fight Club.
That's
Fight Club is
film.
like one of probably the only movie that made me have like homosexual pulsions.
For Brad Pitt or for the other guy?
For Brad Pitt chest, yes. And then I like the way that it's like a modern, ancient Greek shit, like the statues of bodies fighting each other and fighting the system. Fight Club.
Okay, wasn't expecting that
movie
answer.
Ever, but it's the sexiest.
Federico, what's your sexiest movie?
I have no idea.
What?
I have no idea. What do you mean about sexy?
Sexy, like I don't know, like I always think like 9.5 Weeks as a sexy film, the way it looks. That was Adrian Lynn, I believe. But the way it looks, how it's just soft, the music. Kim Basinger is hot. Mickey Rourke was super hot. It's
Mm,
just sexy.
mm. Um,
You can say all the gay films that you like.
like Ulysses.
Oh,
That's super good.
Okay.
That's our movie, by the way. Go
yeah.
watch. This is Dark Odyssey.
That was an interesting plug.
No, so
Get it?
honestly, it's a really difficult question for me, um, because it's not something that I really care for a
Mm,
movie.
okay.
Okay, it's part of the movie, maybe a scene. Okay,
Well, what
like
makes a
okay,
film
okay.
sexy to you?
For
What makes a
example,
film
okay,
sexy?
Blade Runner.
Okay, why?
For me, Blade Runner, because of I think the love scene of Blade Runner is the best love scene that I ever seen in all my whole life. But I can't see that it's a sexy film because for me, Blade Runner is one of my favorite film ever. It's the whole film. Okay, yeah, the whole film is sexy, but it's I would consider sexy Blade Runner. But the love scene of Blade Runner for me is the best love scene that I would like to shoot a scene like that.
Is that the piano? Where they're at
The
the
piano
yeah,
scene.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's just perfect. Everything, every single frame in that moment, that mm, he closed the door, he took her, and he slammed her on the wall, and he said, "Kiss me." Yeah, it's just perfect. That's the best fucking scene ever with the Vangelis music on it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now, the next question. Um, it's hard to say because as filmmakers, you never know what's going to be good, what's going to be bad. But is there a film out there that you're just like, mm-mm, mm-mm, did work on so many different levels? I don't like to use the word the worst film, but what is just a film that it could have you walked out going, there's so many things that could have been done differently. Is there a film like that that you just that just sticks out to you that you're just so disappointed, or you just like, no, what happened?
Why are you looking
Vai,
at me?
vai. Tu che piace parlare, always talking,
Why are
talking.
you
Talk,
looking at
talk,
me?
talk.
I don't have a worst movie. I try to forget those, but there are a lot of bad movies out there.
Oh, well,
But I want to change the question.
oh,
No,
okay.
because
That's the Italian way. Don't answer and just change the argument, and you feel that you are in the right position to
I
do it.
don't have a worst fucking movie because there are a lot of shitty movies around.
Okay.
For example, talking about franchises and the remake of Jumanji,
The remake of,
Jumanji
oh, who
with The
was
Rock,
the Rock again?
with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, and Jack Black.
Yeah, the remake of
Okay, I have the worst
was
movie
a piece of
ever.
shit. Yeah.
I have my worst
What
movie
is
ever.
it?
Jurassic Park: The Dominion.
For example, another franchise that
For
they
me, that one and Dracula from Dario Argento. They are the
Mm,
only two films in my whole life that I couldn't finish. And I stopped. I mean that not I couldn't finish, but I stopped 10 minutes before the end.
Oh,
So
wow.
if
Okay.
I don't like a movie,
Where
I
you
just
just
stop it
you
maybe
guys are
after
freezing.
20 minutes or
Where you
30
don't
minutes.
care like
Okay.
how where
If
you
I
don't care
go
how it
over
ends.
30, yeah, if I go over 30, I will finish the movie. Okay. And maybe I don't like it, blah, 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 but I watch the whole movie. But stop a movie 10 minutes before the end is because my balls are, it's not on the floor. It's
they are
on
going
yeah,
under the
they're in China. Okay.
Somehow Federico put his balls in this conversation. That's
Yes.
amazing. I like how you snuck
So
those in there. Hmm.
it's like, no, I don't want to see the epilogue. I don't want to see. So Jurassic Park: The Dominion and Dracula from Dario Argento.
if you allowed me to change slightly the question,
Uh
Mhm.
oh. Okay, go on.
my sister, it's not that I have a worst movie, but are the movies where they don't give you nothing in return. Okay,
Mhm.
so you watch this movie and you're like, oh shit, I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
I wasted a lot of time of my life because they gave you nothing. Maybe there are movies that are so bad, but at least you could say one scene or one sentence or one something that you can, stick to that and say, okay, it was an hour and a half of shit, but that part was good. The
Mhm.
rest is super ugly, but that part really touched me. That I would save. But when you see a movie or maybe sometimes, we watch a TV series and they need to have like 10 episodes and six of them are good and then they add more shit, just to cover all the
Right.
10 episodes.
Yeah.
You're like there for an hour and say, seriously?
Yeah.
You were just fucking around. You gave me nothing.
Are you guys watching anything now on TV? Is there
The Last
anything
of Us.
Yeah,
By the way,
tonight.
tonight there is a new episode.
Correct.
of what? Of what?
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us? You
Yes.
really was not expecting that answer. That's that family drama, right?
No,
What are you talking about?
no,
It's
Well,
it's
with
a
based
it's the HBO show.
the Last of Us, like
Yeah,
Christine.
based on the bestseller video
oh, the
game.
mushroom
Yeah,
monsters
with
thing.
Pedro
Ah,
Pascal.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Pedro Pascal died, didn't he?
That's a huge spoiler.
Not if you play the game. Everyone knows that. Whatever.
I hate
Thank
you.
God I watched the episode before. Otherwise, I would have come to El Paso
Yeah,
and do you what that
Can
character.
I tell you a good show to watch? In fact, today's another episode out
Yeah.
called Mobland. It's on Paramount. Tom Hardy, Pierce Bronson, Helen Mirren.
Mm.
It's very good. Very good. It's called Mobland. Well, look, you survived. That's it. That's
nice.
it.
Yeah.
What
Awesome.
are you guys working on anything you want to talk about? I know you have your production team, a drama. But anything?
Well, we have two big important festivals we're going to attend. One is going to be in France in Reims. I mean, we are here in the States, so Alessia and Andy Barreca are going there. Alessia Pratolongo, which is part of our company, Andy Barreca. It's for the Ecstasy of Gold. And then we have another one
In
where
it's the most important Western film festival based in Spain, in Almeria
Almeria.
Almeria Film Festival. Is where Sergio Leone shot all his films. It's the 14th edition. It's huge and it's
Nice.
great. Yeah, that it involves the whole city. They make a lot of. It's 4 or 5 days, and we have our film as opening night. Is the
Oh,
opening
okay.
night? Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah. It's really good thing, and we have two nomination: jury awards and audience award nominate.
and we are working on a vampire movie.
When are you guys gonna put
Yeah,
me in a
what-
movie? When are you gonna put me in a movie?
The next movie.
Oh, whatever. I'm gonna
Fly to
leave it
Italy.
Fly
alone.
to Italy. Fly to Italy
Fly to Italy for what?
for,
Well, you're
for
not
the
in.
vampire movie.
for the vampire movie.
They shoot in a castle
We're shooting in a castle. We're just waiting for the castle to be empty, so
in English.
they're not gonna charge any money. Basically,
Mm.
Italian way.
Italian way.
It's not that bad. And by the
Oh,
way,
for the-
you can add this on the podcast. The politically correct is what is fucking killing this industry and art in general. Okay, because if I make a joke about a black guy, it doesn't mean I'm gonna kill that black guy. Okay, if I make a joke about a gay, it doesn't mean I want to exterminate all the
Say
gays.
Afro American, not black.
That's exactly.
I do adore you guys.
Please
All right.
do jokes about Italians. It's okay. It's not the fact that everything is a mafia. We know that everything is a mafia. Okay.
But don't joke about pasta. We're gonna fucking kill you.
Exactly. That's you cannot.
Or apparently my Italian friend gets angry at me because I have cappuccinos after 11.
Ah, okay.
Ciao, Christine. Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
That's it.
Everybody.